in 2017, he had a 10-game stretch. That's 10 out of 16 games. He had a 7-3 record, and he had 3,258 yards. 3,258 with 28 touchdowns and 9 turnovers. 10-game stretch. He was the MVP of the league over that stretch. But before and after, Pete Carroll gonna Pete Carroll. What does Pete Carroll do? Pete Carroll is a run-first, defensive-minded head coach that wants to run the ball on first and second down and have Russell Wilson bail him out on third down. And unfortunately, that's not a good recipe when you have a poor offensive line that you don't invest money in and you don't draft well for. So we got a bad mixture. So yes, I agree, Russ hasn't produced in the playoffs like we need him to. But 2017, I just gave you that one. How about 2019? First 9 games, 2,708 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 2 turnovers. Best player in the league. But Lamar Jackson overshadowed him nationally, and then Lamar took off while Seattle faded down the stretch, both statistically, and then they lost in the second round of the playoffs. And one more, 2020, the let Russ Cook era, which was just basically started on Twitter, which basically said, hey, let's let Russ play in the fourth quarter. Let's play every single quarter like it's the fourth quarter. You know, in 2017, he set the NFL record with 19 fourth-quarter touchdowns and just 1 pick. So let Russ cook, Les. Answer me this. 6-2 record. We're going to take the good with the bad. 6-2 record, half of a season. 2,806 yards, 29 touchdowns, 10 turnovers. A lot of turnovers toward the end of that stretch. Everyone freaked out, including Pete Carroll. But the bottom line is this. He was on pace midway through the season to set the NFL record in touchdowns, and Pete Carroll said, nah, Russ, you're going to hand the ball off. You're going to play within the structure. We're going to grind out wins. And they were rewarded with another 6-2 stretch, so he still grinded out wins, but then they lost to the Rams in the playoffs. That was their reward. The football gods rewarded them with the Rams and Aaron Donald, the future Super Bowl champs, this year. So the bottom line is Russ has always been the same guy. He got less athletic, but even more cerebral with the game. And Pete Carroll created this mess for himself and didn't let Russ be Russ. He treated Russ like an amateur quarterback at the end of the day. And we're going to see, as a lot of us have said for many years now, that Russell Wilson without Pete Carroll is going to shine, and history will not look very kindly on the way Pete Carroll handled this.